I'm having an issue with my truck where I lost power to the power windows and the power door locks just on one door. So I'm gonna show you what I found and how to fix it. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the key on to where I have power, and I should have power to the door locks and everything over here. So then I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna squeeze this connector and I'm gonna listen for clicks. All right, you hear that click? And all I'm doing is squeezing. Okay. So that tells me I've got a broken wire, and whenever I squeeze it, it makes the connection again, which sends power to the windows and the door locks. And I'll show you that for sure that it actually is working. All right, so I got the key on once again. I'm gonna reach down here and I'm gonna squeeze it till it clicks. And then I'm gonna hit the door lock and see if it works. There you go, it's working. So whenever I don't squeeze it and I hit it, it's not working. Nothing's working. Okay, and I can squeeze it. It's hard to do with one hand, but trust me on this. Whenever I squeeze it and then I push this, the window goes down. All right, so obviously the wire issue is in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this boot off, and then I'm gonna get in here and look and see what the wires look like, and then do the repair. So I removed the tape, and then as soon as I pulled on this ground wire, there you go. There's the problem. So I'm just gonna have to need to get up in here. So I'm gonna pry this out just like I did down here and get up to there and then repair this wire. Just to prove that is the problem, I took the fuse panel off, which is right here, and I put a fuse jumper right to this wire to ground. You can hear it was clicking over here, and I have the sound from the vehicle saying that the door is open. So I'm going to take this off and get in there and see, find the other end of that wire, and then repair it, put it back together. All right, there it is. There's the wire. So I'll explain exactly what's going on here. So what it comes down to is to have a complete circuit, you have to have the connection between the battery, the negative side of the battery, and the power. It has to be a complete circuit. And the only way to do that with these hinges is to have an actual ground wire that runs through the door. So I'll show you what I mean by that. All right, so this door is held on to the vehicle by these hinges, and you can't necessarily count on that to be a good source of ground. And to have a complete circuit, you have to have a ground and a hot wire, and so, or your battery voltage. And with the door moving open and shutting so many times, it eventually wore through the wire. So I soldered in with connectors and my soldering iron and solder, rosin core solder. Connectors, I cut the insulation off the outside, and I used my crimping pliers to crimp them, and then I soldered it. I actually made a longer wire that would run from here to here, and then I looped it around here to give it a little bit of movement in there. So hopefully this don't happen in the future. And then I ended up taping it all up, and then I'm just gonna pop it back in place like that, and the problem is fixed. Turn the key on, the windows work, door locks work once again. Most of the stuff on automotive vehicles isn't hard to diagnose. It's mostly just common sense. Just like this, whenever one door goes out, you lose power to one door, it's probably in a wire. And then you got to think, okay, what wire is constantly being moved back and forth every time you get in and out of the vehicle? So then I look down to that loom there that holds the wires from the truck into the door, and that's where I figured it had to be in there. So if I helped you out, hit that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it, and I will see you on the next video.